The next question is, apart from ISO, information system security officer, what kind of job search would help when searching jobs? Okay, let me show you here. So the reason why I talk about GRC is because ISO is a GRC position, but it's for the federal government. So if you look at information system security job, information system security officer jobs, these are most of these are for the federal government. There might be one or two for the that are for state, but for the most part, the U.S. federal government are the ones who use the term information system security officer. That said, having worked out inside and outside of the federal government, there's a broader term. And if you know this, if you know information, if you know NIST 800, if you know risk management framework, you will also be eligible for other GRC positions in healthcare, in financial sector, in manufacturing, information services jobs. They're looking for you because risk management framework is so big and so broad that it covers a lot of things that you see in PCI DSS or in healthcare. So I'm getting contacts from healthcare organizations, from financial sector. Do I get those jobs? Do I want those jobs? Not necessarily, but have I had those jobs? Yes. Yeah. They've hired me because I knew the NIST 800. They don't always call it an information system security officer. Another term is a GRC analyst. They're doing the same things you do as an information system security officer, but they're doing it for other organizations. So you can see here other people who are named who are in the healthcare industry. There's also financial sector, and they're in different countries. So another one would be like if you were in the EU, they use GDPR. I think they use it in South Africa too. This is an international standard. So EU, PROS, GRC, they use GRC, governance, risk management, and compliance. They use ISO 27001. They use GDPR. If you know one of these, the great thing about GRC is if you know one, you can very quickly learn the others because they do the same thing. It's all the same best security practices, which is something I learned much later. And that's why I'm teaching this, because I want you guys to know early. I had to learn this the hard way, just like trying stuff. And I'm telling you right now, if you have this under your belt, you'll find, look at this, GRC auditor. I didn't even type in GRC, GDPR. So no matter what industry you're in, they have governance, risk management, and compliance. And there's so many different areas you can get into if you know one aspect. If you're in the financial sector, if you're in the education sector, they use something called FERPA. If you're in financial management planning, they use something called Sarbanes-Oxley. So all of them are interconnected. It's all using best security practices. And the reason why I'm teaching the NIST CSF is because it's so broad and so flexible that if you understand this one, you can map everything to it. You can map NIST 800 risk management framework to it, which is used by the U.S. federal government. You can use PIPEDA from Canada. Like if you're in Canada, they use the same best security practices. You can map NIST CSF to PIPEDA. You can map it to HELP. Thailand's, all of them are using the same best security practices. They have different names for it. They're in different languages, but it's the same stuff over and over and over again. You just need to learn how they put it together. Once you learn that, the reason why, what put all this together for me is a few years ago, I worked for Verizon. And there's this team of awesome people. And thank God for my peer Gigi. She got me hired there because we had worked in NASA together. And they have a cyber risk program, and we were consultants for clients that were in the retail sector, in the healthcare sector, and uh, uh, um, the all sectors, healthcare, all of them. And we would go in and we'd assess their controls. We do a very thorough assessment. We do physical security checks. We do, of course, scans. We'd analyze that data, and we'd give them a document that very clearly articulated where they need to focus their time and how to fix those things. It's a very good program. What I learned was we had to use different frameworks in order to communicate with them, because if you're working with retail, they use PCI DSS. If you're working with a client who's in the EU, they use GDPR. If you're working with somebody who's working with federal information, they use FISMA, which is using a risk management framework for NIST 800. So all of these things, you could tie them together with NIST CSF. NIST Cybersecurity Framework is so flexible that you can map everything to it. NIST 800 risk management framework and PCI DSS don't have one-for-one matching. There's a lot of things missing from PCI DSS and a lot of things that NIST 800 doesn't have that PCIS, and vice versa. There's things that they don't have. But if you use NIST 800 to link them all together, it pretty much covers all grounds, because the way that they put it together, the way it's put together, it makes it so that anyone can understand governance, risk management, and compliance. So that's it, guys. I'll be on here later tonight. I'm going to do a short one today, but I've got a schedule for tonight, and I'll be back. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody. See you soon. Remember, there's a free book there, only free for the next 5 days, and I've got plenty more stuff coming out. So make sure you sign up for the newsletter, where I give lots more free stuff, lots more discounts, everything. LinkedIn user says, let me just read this last one. It's depending on the environment and what type of information you are dealing with, but they are all the same, honestly, at the same point in one way or another. Yes, that's absolutely right, because it's best security practices. So there might be some areas that healthcare focuses on more than retail, or if you're working with the military, they focus on different things. They have different places they need to protect because they're getting attacked in different ways. But for the most part, it's all best security practices, and you're just learning to articulate all that and put it into language that everyone can understand. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here.